Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Crystal. 从今天开始呢，我们会开启一系列的关于雅思口语如何串题的这个视频。今天呢，我们会先讨论一下这个 Part2 人物类的这个话题，以及如何去用题库里面的一个题目去串联多个相关内容。我们今天的视频呢，会包含以下几个 Part2 的题目：鼓励过你的人，固执己见的人，喜欢给别人意见的人，一个老朋友，一个老人，喜欢做手工的人，在医疗领域工作的人，和喜欢买便宜东西的人。很多同学呢，可能听说过串题这个概念啊，但实际上又有很多人又不知道怎么样才能够更好的去正确啊，并且高效的去进行串题。大家可能有一些相关的问题，比方说，我应该从哪里入手准备这个题库呢？包括像这个题目跟我准备的那个内容其实也不完全是一样的情况下，我怎么能够用同一个故事去串呢？像这些问题啊，都是我们今天会去解决的。我们今天的视频呢，会以人物类的 Part2 为例，具体展示从准备基础语料库开始，逐步到如何将这些语料库应用到其他相关话题的整个串题流程。通过这样的讲解，希望大家能够更好的理解串题真正的含义，以及如何高效的去运用它。Let's get started。首先第一个问题啊，到底什么才是串题？你可以把串题想象成一个换装游戏，就是你手里面现在有一个这样核心的一个娃娃或者是一个什么玩具，在这个基础之上呢，你可以不断的给它换不同的衣服呀、配饰呀、鞋呀、妆容啊，来适应不同的场合和主题。你想象一下，如果说题目要求你描述一个在雪地上奔跑的小女孩，那你一定会给这个核心的这个娃娃会给她穿上冬天的这个大衣啊、雪地靴啊和暖和的帽子。但是呢，如果说题目是一个让你组装成一个在海边玩耍的小女孩，那么你一定程度上肯定会给她换上泳衣啊、沙滩鞋呀、这个太阳镜啊这类的东西。它关键的点在于，无论换上多少衣服，无论她穿的什么样子，她看起来什么样子，它中间的这个核心的这个娃娃，也就是我们的基础内容，它始终都是一样的。当我们掌握了这个串题的精髓之后呢，就能够更好的去适应不同的题目。接下来呢，我们将从第一步开始准备我们的语料库。我们会先选择一个题目，然后分析这个题目答案中的这个核心内容，来帮助你构建一个灵活且实用的回答框架。首先呢，我们需要来准备一个人物题材的一个素材，一个语料库。我们先来看一下这个题啊，我们会用这个题的答案来作为我们的一个核心串题答案。
Describe a person who encouraged and helped you to achieve a goal. You should say who this person is, what this person encouraged you to do, how this person helped you, and explain why this encouragement helped you to achieve your goal.
OK， 我们先来看一下这个答案怎么准备啊。我想要说我的同事 Alice。
I'd like to tell you about someone who really encouraged me to achieve an important goal, and she is my colleague Alice. Alice is a senior project manager working in the same company. She has amazing work abilities and always supports younger colleagues like me. She encouraged me to realize my potential and achieve my goal to become a good project manager. Last year, I was asked to be a project manager with a very tight deadline, so I felt overwhelmed and super nervous about getting things wrong and letting the supervisor or the clients down. At that time, Alice was the person who encouraged me to take on this position. She explained to me how a project manager builds a strong team, organizes the project plan, breaks down tasks, and communicates effectively with everyone. Thanks to her encouragement and guidance, I completed my very first project as a project manager, delivered results on time, and the client was really impressed as well. I can't believe how important her encouragement was to helping me become a good project manager. At first, I thought this project was gonna end up as a disaster, but the encouragement and help I received from Alice not only made this project successful but also sharpened my skills as a project manager. Now I am confident to handle more projects, and I know I have the expertise to do that as well.
像刚刚的这个答案呢，就能够给我们一个非常好的一个人物的一个素材，用来串其他的题目。他刚刚的这个故事呢，我们先去来找一下它的核心思想是什么。它只有3点。第一点呢，就是我有一个同事，一个前辈，叫做 Alice， 她在我的这个职业生涯中给了我很多的支持和指导。 第二点呢，就是他给予我的这些东西，这些支持呀、建议啊，或者是鼓励啊，他帮助我克服了很多困难，然后帮我建立了自信，然后呢，也提高了我的这个专业能力。第三点呢，就是在感受上来说，我非常的钦佩他这个人，因为我觉得他激励了我自己啊，包括也激励了很多其他的人去进步，并且取得了成功。其实呢，就是这个故事的核心就只有这么3点。那么我们现在已知这个核心是什么，我们来看一下如何利用这个核心去串其他的题目。
Describe a person who always has strong opinions. You should say who this person is, how you knew him or her, why you think he or she is an opinionated person, and explain how you feel about him or her.
这个时候呢，我就会说我的同事 Alice，她是一个非常固执的人，而且呢，她会对别人的能力以及他们能否胜任一些角色有非常坚持的一些见解。但是呢，正是因为她的这个固执，一定程度上促进了我的个人成长和我的事业成功。
I'd like to tell you about someone who always has strong opinions, and she is my colleague Alice. Alice is a senior project manager working in the same company. She has amazing work abilities and always supports younger colleagues like me, and she's never afraid to speak her mind. Last year, I was asked to be a project manager with a very tight deadline. I felt overwhelmed and worried about failing. At that time, Alice stepped in and encouraged me to take on the position. She shared her strong views on how I could succeed, explaining how to build a strong team and break down tasks effectively. I could really see her passion and conviction in everything she said. Her strong opinions actually motivated me a lot because they were always well thought out and aimed at helping me grow. I appreciate her confidence, as it often inspires others, including myself, to work harder and push our limits. Thanks to her encouragement and guidance, I completed my very first project as a project manager, delivered results on time, and the client was really impressed as well. Now I am confident to handle more projects, and I know I have the expertise to do that as well. Describe an old friend you had lost touch with and got in contact with again. You should say who he or she is, how you knew each other, why you lost contact, how you got in contact again, and explain how you felt after getting in contact again.
这个的话呢，我会直接说我的同事 Alice，她也是一个我的很好的一个朋友。我们因为工作结缘，但是因为之后工作调动的缘故，我们很长时间没有联系了。但是后来呢，也同样因为工作再一次的聚在了一起。
I'd like to tell you about my colleague and friend, Alice, who I reconnected with after losing touch for a while. Alice is a senior project manager in my company. When I first joined, she was very supportive, and I really valued her guidance, and we become friends. However, after changing teams, we didn't interact much and lost contact for a couple of months. Last year, I was given a project manager role with a very tight deadline, and I felt overwhelmed. I decided to reach out to Alice again because I remembered how supportive she used to be. She responded immediately and offered to help. She explained to me how to build a strong team, plan the project, and manage tasks effectively. With her guidance, I managed to deliver the project on time, and the client was really happy. Reconnecting with her felt amazing. It reminded me of how much I had missed having such a supportive person around, and it also showed me the value of keeping in touch with those who genuinely care about your growth. Describe a person whom others like to ask for advice from. You should say who this person is, why people like to ask for his or her advice, what kind of advice he or she often gives, and explain how you felt about the person.
像这个题呢，我会直接用这个我的同事 Alice 来说，她就是一个喜欢给别人建议，或者说是很擅长于给别人建议的人。因为我本身也有得到过她的帮助，所以说我会以这个为例子来解释这件事情。
And always supports younger colleagues like me. Everyone likes asking her for advice because she's experienced, patient, and genuinely wants to help others grow. She usually gives excellent advice for any issue we encounter at work. Last year, I was asked to be a project manager for a project with a very tight deadline, and I was extremely nervous. At that time, I turned to Alice for advice. She explained to me how a project manager builds a strong team, organizes the project plan, breaks down tasks, and communicates effectively. Thanks to her advice, I completed my very first project as a project manager successfully. Her advice not only helped me finish the project but also improved my confidence and skills. I feel really fortunate to have her as a mentor, and I know many of my colleagues feel the same way. Now I am confident to handle more projects, and I know I have the expertise to do that as well. Describe an old person you know. You should say who this person is, where he or she lives in, what he or she has done in his or her life, and explain how you feel about this person.
像这个题目的话，我几乎不需要改变我任何的语料库的东西，我只需要把它这个 Alice 的年纪说得很大就可以了。我就说 Alice 这个同事就是一个年纪很大的一个人。
I'd like to tell you about my colleague Alice. She is over 60 years old, and she is a senior project manager in our company. She lives in Toronto, which is the same city I am living in right now. Alice has spent over a decade in project management, where she has successfully led numerous teams through various complex projects. Her amazing work abilities and commitment to her role make her an invaluable asset to our company. Beyond her professional skills, she is a mentor to younger colleagues like me, always ready to provide guidance and encouragement. What impresses me most about her is her ability to inspire those around her. She encourages us to realize our potential, helping us develop our skills and gain confidence in our abilities. For instance, when I was tasked with managing my first project under a tight deadline, she guided me through the process, sharing her knowledge on effective project management. I deeply respect her commitment to helping others and the way she inspires confidence in her colleagues, and I feel grateful to work alongside someone with her expertise and dedication. Describe a person who likes to make things by hand. You should say who this person is, what he or she makes, why he or she likes to make things by hand, and explain how you feel about the person.
像这种情况呢，我还是会说我的同事 Alice，我会给她在她原工作的这个基础之上增加一个爱好，就是做手工，并且解释说这个手工一定程度上能够帮助她更好的去工作。
I'd like to tell you about my colleague Alice, who primarily working as a senior project manager, but she has a hidden talent for crafting things by hand. During her spare time, Alice really enjoys making various items by hand, including organizational tools and decorations for our office space. Alice enjoys making things by hand because it allows her to express her creativity and offers a nice balance to her job. You know, this hobby helps her relax after a busy week managing projects. Interestingly, she often incorporates her crafting skills into her project management work, where she emphasizes the importance of creativity and paying attention to details when it comes to organizing tasks and building strong teams, very similar to how she constructs her handmade items. I really admire her ability to balance her professional responsibilities with her creative hobby. It shows her enthusiasm for both her work and her hobbies, making her someone I look up to. Her creativity adds a personal touch to our workplace, and I find it inspiring that she takes the time to explore her interests outside of her job. Describe a person who has chosen a career in the medical field. You should say who he or she is, what he or she does, why he or she chose this career, and explain how you feel about him or her.
这个题目呢，我依然会选择说我的同事 Alice。在这种设定下，我会说我会保留她的这个职业依然是 Project Manager，但是我会说她是从事跟医药相关的、跟医疗器械相关的这么一个 Project Manager。
I'd like to tell you about my colleague Alice, who works as a senior project manager in the healthcare sector. Her job plays a vital role in managing projects that directly support healthcare organizations, helping to improve their processes and deliver results for their clients. Alice chose this career path because she is passionate about making a difference in people's lives through her work. She knows that her role in managing projects can significantly impact the healthcare industry, ultimately leading to better patient care and outcomes. One of the reasons I admire Alice is her dedication to continuous learning. She stays updated on healthcare trends and innovations, which helps her guide her teams effectively. Her extensive knowledge and experience make her a valuable resource for all of us. Even if she isn't a doctor or nurse herself, her work supports those who are directly involved in patient care. Her guidance has been instrumental in my growth as a project manager, inspiring me to think about how I can contribute positively to society through my own career choices. Describe a person who likes to buy goods with low prices. You should say who this person is, what this person likes to buy, where this person likes to buy things, and explain why this person likes cheap goods.
这个关于买便宜东西的人呢，我依然会选择说我的同事 Alice，我会说她是一个负责采购方面的一个人员，所以在这种情况下呢，就是她自然是会去考虑要买性价比更高、更便宜的一些东西，这样我们就把便宜东西这个事情合理化了。
I'd like to describe my colleague Alice, who has a talent for finding high-quality goods at affordable prices. Alice works as a senior procurement manager in our company, and her expertise lies in buying products for various projects. Whether it's office supplies, specialized equipment, or even raw materials, she always manages to secure the best deals. She usually gets things from various resources, including local suppliers, international vendors, and even some thrift stores. She always can use her strong network and negotiation skills to get the best prices. Whether it's through online platforms or direct connections, she knows where to find reliable suppliers who offer good value for money. She likes buying cheaper goods because, for her, it's about maximizing value without compromising on quality. I learned this from her when I was assigned to lead my first procurement project. I was unsure how to manage such a big task with a limited budget, but Alice taught me how to compare offers and secure high-quality products at lower costs. Her focus isn't just on price, but also on ensuring we meet project needs efficiently.
今天呢，我给大家展示了8个人物类相关的这个题目，虽然它们看起来毫不相干，但我们的确是用同一个人物的这个素材作为例子，通过不同的变化，巧妙地将其融入到了这8个不同的题目当中。希望大家能够利用今天学到的知识，自己进行一些尝试。如果你有任何的问题，欢迎在视频的下方给我留言。如果你喜欢今天的视频，请记得点赞关注哦，同时不要忘记开启小铃铛，这样你就能在第一时间看到我分享的最新视频。那接下来的系列中呢，我也会继续的去分享关于串题相关的内容，期待与你们分享更多的实用技巧。我们下期见，拜拜。